we warned you about this. People like me told you this was going to happen, and you idiots didn't listen. You thought that people like me were exaggerating, that people like me were going way too far. Really? Well, you are reaping what you sow. You didn't listen. We have been telling you we are not winning shit. The grifters want you to believe that you're winning. We are not winning shit. We told you woke cultural Marxism is still out there, but you thought that you already won for some reason, because some grifter told you that it was over or that you were winning the battle. You may have won a battle, but the war still continues and you didn't listen. So yesterday we all saw this travesty, the Sony State of Gay, where they displayed many of the things we were warning you. For example, the woke betting game has Debra Wilson in it, and she's playing a character with the name Callisto. She's supposed to be white, but now she's black, and it's Debra Wilson. I don't understand why this woman keeps appearing in all the fucking games. I don't understand. Now, we were shown Jean Grey, but what we saw felt like a very masculine version of Jean Grey. What's with that outfit? What's with that face? You see? You're not winning shit. Female superheroes are supposed to be eye candy for men. I'm sorry, but that's their fucking goal. Maybe they can have interesting stories, but let's not kid ourselves. But people like these female superheroes because they are hot. They don't give a shit most of the time about their stories. Gaming is a male space. Comics is another male space. So of course, the women in that media needs to be attractive to men. But since we are constantly being attacked for being men, for liking women, and in the process they are attacking females, femininity, women, and what is meant to be a woman, probably because they want to push transsexualism, so they make these flaccid, masculine, chopped women in the hopes that you become gay or something. I don't know. Not to mention that woke betting game looks like just another movie game. Doesn't look like it has any good gameplay whatsoever. In fact, I don't even know if what we saw was actual gameplay. It all looked like a big cutscene. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of fucking movie games. Video games are supposed to be playable. Video games are supposed to be about the challenge. And I am not saying that all games must be hard as balls. No, obviously not. They are meant to be fun. But in the case of this woke betting game and similar games, they look like they should have been a movie, right? We also saw this new game, The Lost Wild, and guess what? Another female protagonist with the typical bangs of a feminist. Those tiny bangs of feminists, the face, the anger of a feminist in display, has the face of a fucking feminist. And this is where the simps are going to say, the fanatics, oh, it's like Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis also had a female protagonist. There's a big difference, because Dino Crisis, the protagonist of Dino Crisis, was a hot chick. Now, personally, I don't play women protagonists, even if they are hot, because I myself need to be immersed in the things that I play, especially if they have a story. If it's a game that you don't care about the story, I can play a female, like for example playing Dota or playing Overwatch or shit like that. But if I am going to be immersed into a story, I want to play a man, because I am a man, and I don't feel immersed playing a fucking woman. So if you want to play those games where they are protagonized, they are starred by a hot chick, go ahead, but it's not my thing. But with this game, with The Lost Wild, you don't have either, right? You have this masculine looking female, quote unquote female, once again. And we all saw that the face of gaming in 2026 are fat women and trans people. Holy shit, what a great age to be a gamer, right? And this is where the fanatics are going to say, the Microsoft fanatics specifically, oh, it's only Sony, it's only PlayStation. No, you fucking idiot. It's all of them, all of them. Did you forget that Bungie, which was an Xbox company, were parading around the Pride Month? Every fucking June, they do the same. They are all the same. All the companies are the same. Did you forget that the new CEO of Xbox is an Indian woman? Did you forget about that? This is the problem with fanaticism. It blinds you. It completely blinds you. And you act exactly like that, like a stupid fanatic. And you turn off your reasoning, your logical, your critical thinking skills, your pattern recognition. All turn off because you're a fucking fanatic. Stop it. This is the same thing with right wing and left wing. Oh, I am a right wing because only the left do this shit. And I am a left wing because only the right wingers do this shit. No, dumb fucks. Both are systems that help the elites. Both wings are fucking cancer, and both wings, the right wing and the left wing, are a false dichotomy that it's used by the system to control you, so you don't seek alternatives. This is why these corrupt elites keep being put in positions of power, either them or their family members, their friends, all elites, all the time perpetuating themselves into power, perpetual power for these elites, because you refuse to seek alternatives other than I am a right winger, I am a left winger. Dumb fucks. And you become fanatics of these ideologies. Fuck, you become fanatics of stupid consoles. I am an Xbox fanatic, I am a Microsoft fanatic, I am a PlayStation and a Sony fanatic, I am a Nintendo fanatic, and I am above Xbox and PlayStation. No, you're not. No, you're not. Shut up. You're not. You're a clown. So after all of this, and people are going to say, oh, you're overreacting once again. Really? What happened in the last segment of the State of Gay proves me correct. The new God of War Laufey. What a fucking stupid as fuck name. With the purple letters. The DEI purple. And we all know why they choose that purple. Because it's the feminist purple. They use that color in their fucking protests. They use that fucking color. That is why they pick the color purple and that specific tone of purple. God of War Laufey. What a great reveal. We have been telling you, this shit is going to cost you gaming. But you didn't listen. Every time I complain about female protagonists, people think that I am overreacting or that I am going too far. Oh, really? Really? Clown? Well, I hope you enjoy your new God of War, Mom of War, Woke of War, God of Woke. What a cringe display. Really, I cannot take this seriously. How the fuck are you going to say to me that this legendary series, God of War, especially the original trilogy, the next two games are, they are already fucking woke. Let's not pretend that they are not fucking woke. They are already fucking woke. They specifically choose to go for the Dad Kratos because they wanted to tone down the series. Because we can't have actual masculinity in games. Men can't have a way to channel their energy, their anger, their testosterone into gaming. No. Channel all of that into becoming a dad. Let's give you pragmata now. So you now become more and more like a mom instead of being a fucking man, right? Pragmata, another game that is a simp trainer game. So they made these new God of War games about you being a dad. And then they choose the Norse mythology. And what they did with the Norse mythology, of course, they blackwashed the Norse mythology. Because of course they have to do it. Because if you thought they weren't going to do it, you were a fucking fool. They gave you empowered women, all of that. Obviously not on the same level as God of War Laufey. But this is the thing. How the fuck do you get to God of War Laufey? How do you get to Concord? How? Well, by opening the gates to shit like God of War 1 and 2, the new God of War games, not the old series. The old series are goated. Those are legendary games. But they diluted the formula into the Dad of War, and then now you're playing Mom of War. Did you see? This shit is gradual. Gradually they are going to push this shit. They are never going to do it out of the blue. And when they do, it's because those games are aimed to fail. Like fucking Concord. And even Concord didn't even happen out of the blue. But those games like Mixtape are meant to fail. They are easy targets for the fucking grifters. For the grifters, oh, Endymion for example. Fucking Endymion, what a clown. It's easy to target those fucking games. But what about the shit that actually matters, like God of War Laufey? Let's see what Endymion said yesterday about that game. God of War Laufey looks dope. I enjoy the idea of a god afterlife, so she could run into Ares, Athena, Zeus. The possibility there is endless. Mongolian gods, Egyptian were shown too. What's the sword from? And the cube? Excalibur? No idea. Either this looks cool. Holy shit. And this is supposed to be your anti-woke guy. One of your anti-woke guys. He's praising God of War Laufey. And I said, you're a fucking cock. Because he is. This is not the first time I see him simping for the infection, for the woke infection. This is not the first time. I have seen him multiple times. These guys, because he's not that special to me. But people like him, these grifters like Asmongold, these people is what pushed me to make videos. Because I am tired of these people. I am tired of them. They lie, cheat and deceive, just like what Asmongold has always confessed that he always does. I am tired of them. I am tired of these grifters trying to sell me, trying to manipulate me. When it's convenient for them, oh yes, let's go into fight this stupid ass woke game. But then, when it's not convenient, for example in Dragon Quest games, oh, let's keep silent about this. This is uncomfortable. We shouldn't talk about Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined being a woke mess. We shouldn't even mention it. What about Final Fantasy 7, those D-Mix? Also woke. What about Woke Expedition 33? They also were silent about the woke elements in Woke Expedition 33. This is why I started to make videos, because I am tired of these people that keep opening the gates and pretending that shit isn't happening when it is in fact happening. And because they opened the gates, what they do is allow this shit to get worse, and this is why we got God of War Laufey, because they opened the gates and they manipulated all the stupid idiots, the NPCs, into accepting these gates being opened constantly to these quote-unquote minor infections. They let them slide, and bit by bit they got inside. And once they were inside, guess what is going to happen? Now you have a disease, now you're infected, and people like me are the cure to that infection. And we start by calling out these grifters like Endymion. This is how we start, by pointing fingers at them. Endymion, Asmongold, Baradark, Smash JT, all of those people. There are many. I can't name all of them, but I can bet you that whomever grifter that you watch, you have probably, if you have some semblance of pattern recognition, you probably have noticed that some of them at some point has said something that it didn't sounded right to you. Like this example that I am giving you about Endymion. You probably have heard them or read them say something in the same line as this post of Endymion. You have probably noticed that at some point they have said something that it didn't sit well with you. Well, they are showing their true colors. They are allowing this infection to continue because they refuse to gatekeep gaming. Who the fuck wants to play this woman in God of War? God of War is about playing Kratos. What are you talking about? And of course, this is not the only example. People complained when I said that The Witcher 4 being protagonist by Ciri was a major red flag. Here we have another example once again, and this is stupid, but Asmongold defends Ciri being the protagonist of The Witcher 4, but he doesn't like God of War Laufey. Do you see what I am saying? These grifters are completely incoherent, and this is why you need to be consistent. The way to detect a grifter is about their inconsistency, and when they are exposed, they don't rectify, they don't change their mind, they double down, and they try to justify why they are correct in pushing double standards. The Witcher 4, Grand Theft Auto 6. Probably many of you don't know this game, but Dragon Quest Monsters, The Wither World, protagonized by two females. Instead of giving the player the option of a man and a woman, no, two females. Ghost of Woke DEI, another female protagonist. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Do you remember that travesty? You people think that we are exaggerating, but we are not. This is the truth, and you need to accept it. This is a disease, and the cure is not allowing this shit to continue. The cure is not making blind eye to it. This is an infection. This is a serious infection. You don't go around, when you're sick, you don't go around tolerating the virus, the bacteria, the parasite that gave you that disease, right? You take some medicine, you get rid of the fucker. You don't go around tolerating this stupidity. You get rid of the problem. And this is why we need to gatekeep gaming. This is why you need to gatekeep your hobbies. Whatever hobby you have, you need to gatekeep it. Now, there is also rumors about Alana Pierce, that she supposedly worked in the writing of God of War Laufey. Now, I'm going to be honest, this bitch is a liar, and it's of no surprise to me that she's a liar, because I can't say the things that I want to say because we're on YouTube, but you can go to my ex profile and see what the fuck I really think about this bitch. But it wouldn't surprise me if she was lying, right? But it also wouldn't surprise me if what she's saying is actually truth, if she actually worked in making this piece of shit. Like, would anyone be surprised about this? I don't think so. In fact, it looks pretty real, right? It is possible, because it's not like we are talking about this Giga Chat alpha male video game. No, we are talking about fucking God of War Laufey. Of course she could have worked in that piece of shit. It's a believable claim. So who knows if that is true or not. She kind of retracted later and said she in fact worked in that shit, but since she left the company, she didn't work full time on the project. Who knows? All I know is that this woman, you cannot trust her. You can't trust women like her. That's all I am going to say, right? Because we are in a fucking pussified society and we can't have free speech. We can't speak what we really think. We can't. This is how bad things have become. There is also a part in the game where you see Kratos, just a little bit of Kratos. And if not for the fact that they shown Kratos at that point, I wouldn't have thought that stupid game was a World of War game. Like, they probably thought, holy shit, this stupidity doesn't look like God of War. We need to remind the player that they are actually playing World of War. So let's put Kratos in these scenes, and they are probably going to constantly do this throughout the game to remind you that you're actually playing God of War. Even if you don't believe it, this is actually God of War, guy. So no, this is not Forspoken 2. This is not Woke Spoken 2. No. This is actually God of War. Let's put Kratos here to remind the player. That's how bad this stupidity is. Even one of the original creators of the original series of God of War, even that guy that is pretty woke has said that this game looks like a piece of shit. So even if your quote-unquote allies are seeing this game with disgust, this is not looking good for you. This is not looking good. So what do you think? Do you think that people like me are exaggerating? Do you still believe that people like me are out of our minds because of the things that we say? Do you think we are going too far? Because I in fact think that we aren't going too far, that we need to go even further. We need to go even further. That's what I actually think, that this is not enough. Whatever we are doing is not enough. Because if it was enough, the disease will be cured, the disease will be gone, and clearly it isn't. So I recommend you to stop watching the content of these grifters that tell you, don't worry, let's see, because people like us will have the balls to say that let's just wait and see how this plays. Why would you need to play this shit to know that it's going to suck? Why would you need to wait to play this thing? You don't need to. All you need to do is just use your eyes, see, and you already know this shit sucks. You don't need to play it, because this is a way in which these grifters that are paid to lower your defenses work. They say phrases like that, like, just wait to play it, because it may be good. Like, what? How can this shit be good? You're not playing as Kratos, you're playing quote-unquote God of War, and the protagonist is a fucking woman. How can this shit be good? How? Oh, just wait to play it, it may be good. And the fanatics of these grifters start waiting. They take that advice and they start opening the gates bit by bit. Yes, let's wait, it may be good. And the gates keep opening and opening and opening. And when you realize that shit is in, the disease is in, it's fucking on, just because you listen to the wrong people, to the people that are paid to infect your mind, to control your mind. People like Demon, Asmongold, and all of them, all of those famous grifters. It's like having a roach that wants to invade your home, a big roach. Do you go and kill it immediately, or do you wait to see if it's a good roach? Maybe this roach is actually good. Maybe this roach is actually good. Maybe this roach has good intentions. Maybe this roach is just passing by. No, you fucking delete that roach, because otherwise your home is going to be infested. By the time you try to do something, your home is going to be infested. Or do you wait? Do you wait to see if the roach has good intentions? Of course not, right? This is what these people want you to do. These grifters want you to behave that way. Oh, let's open the doors of my house to these African immigrants, right? Maybe they have good intentions. Right? Maybe they have good intentions. Oh, these two random guys that I saw on the street, they just want to take my wife to have a ride around downtown. Let me allow these two random guys to take my wife, because maybe they have good intentions. Oh, these transsexual guys want to take my kids and teach them all sorts of degenerate stuff. Maybe they have good intentions. So let's allow these guys to teach my kids something. That's the mentality that you use in your life. Of course not. So don't allow these grifters to tell you that you should wait for it to release. Wait for it to release. It may be good. Fuck you. Fuck you. Grifter, fuck you. So that's it. Enjoy gaming in 2026. Female protagonists galore. Fat women, trans people are the face of gaming in 2026. The CEO of Xbox is an Indian woman. We are in clown world. We truly are in clown world. Gaming is fucking dead.
Faster, woman! I'm hungry!
Place your soiled garments with